A ghost ship, a dead crew, and the mysterious cargo that may have been the cause of their demise. What was this ship hauling, and how could the entire crew die in the same disturbing way? This is the eerie tale of the SS Ourang Medan. How's it going, everyone? Rodriguez here, and in this first episode of the Moonlit Hour, we are looking into the mystery surrounding the SS Ourang Medan. Now, you gamers might recognize the name Ourang Medan, as it does translate to Man of Medan. If you ever played Supermassive Games, the Dark Pictures anthology, you'll know that Man of Medan was the first installment in that series. Now, if you want to see me play that game, then comment down below and I'll throw it up on my gaming channel. The link will be in the description. But coming back to the topic at hand, there is a lot of mystery surrounding the events that occurred before, during, and after the Medan set sail, with many even questioning its authenticity. Still, with much doubt, there has been no conclusive evidence that it has been officially debunked, and it is kind of hard to disregard with how many people heard the disturbing distress signal, which we're going to get to here in just a little bit. But regardless of what you believe, it is a terrifying and intriguing mystery nonetheless. So back around the summer of 1947, a distress signal from the Medan was sent out using Morse code to anyone nearby who would receive it. And trust me, it is a very creepy message.
SOS from Ourang Medan. We float. All officers, including the captain, dead in chart room and on the bridge. Probably whole of crew dead. I die.
Now, I don't know about you, but if I was getting that message from a ship that is out at sea, I'd be freaking out. I've seen the fog. I know what's coming. Yet somehow I'd still be the first one on the way because I really like me some spooky scenarios like that. But still, someone had to help these poor mates, so along comes a Silver Star, an American vessel hanging out in the Straits of Malacca. Now, the Silver Star picked up this signal along with other vessels in the area, and concerned with the safety of the crew on the Medan, they tried to send a message in hopes of a reply. But unfortunately, no reply was ever made. Now, after numerous failed attempts to communicate with the Ourang Medan, the Silver Star was able to work with the other vessels to figure out where the signal was coming from, and they decided to go on a rescue mission. So they set sail, and after some time they began to see the Ourang Medan sitting dead in the water. Now keep in mind, they just got this distress signal not long ago, so their expectations, or rather wishful hopes, was that the crew or someone would be on the lookout to flag down any rescue boats in the area. But instead, they were met with a boat that seemed completely abandoned. Now, after more failed attempts to send and receive a signal from the Medan, the crew of the Silver Star sent out their message to the others that they were going to be climbing aboard. They would quickly find out that the ship was indeed not abandoned. It was actually much worse. See, upon climbing aboard, they were met with the bodies of the crew dead everywhere. A dead crew is already scary enough, but how they were found is what makes this story even more terrifying. You see, all the members, including the dog, were found face up with their arms and paws stretched out as if defending themselves from an attack of some sort. And their faces had expressions of fear as if they died terrified of what was in front of them. And even the dog had its teeth showing. Now, the only one not face up was the radio operator who sent the signal. He was found hunched over the panel dead, just like the others. But besides their faces looking like Jenny McCarthy when she died in Scary Movie 3, no injuries were visible on the dead crewmates. Now, I'll remind you, the signal was sent out not long ago, yet their bodies seem to have already been decomposing pretty strongly, which is odd even on a summer day. Now, understandably, the crew of the Silver Star was terrified, but they had to help bring this ghost ship back to land so it can be further investigated. So, they hooked up the Medan and prepared to tow the ship. Now, the Ourang Medan, however, had other plans. So a fire breaks out in the ship's cargo hold. Now, this was not ideal for the Silver Star crew, and their safety was officially at risk, causing them to abandon their rescue efforts. Now, after their retreat, the Ourang Medan exploded and sank to the bottom of the sea, taking any evidence of what happened to the crew to its watery grave. And that's where the story of the SS Ourang Medan pretty much ends, but the theories kept on going. So there's one theory that states that the Medan may have been smuggling dangerous chemical substances such as nerve gas. It said that there was a store of nerve gases by the Japanese that was being handed over to the US at the end of the war. The US couldn't leave a paper trail of this transport, so they hired the Ourang Medan to transport the gas for them. But during the transport, seawater would have entered the ship's hold, causing a reaction with the chemicals, leading to toxic gases being released into the air, leading to the deaths of the crew and later the explosion that sank the ship. And yet another theory, semi-similar to the first, is that there may have been malfunctions in the boiler system that caused the release of carbon monoxide in the air, poisoning the crew and later causing the explosion. Some really interesting theories there. Or you can choose to believe that aliens came down and killed them all, and when the Silver Star came to help, the Kraken was pissed off with all the noise and sunk the ship. But whichever theory you might believe, it is very intriguing to think about. Now, some have argued that the Ourang Medan never existed, as there was no record of any ship named SS Ourang Medan anywhere. And furthermore, the Silver Star logs showed no attempt of a rescue mission. Now, while it is possible that it could just be an urban legend, if the first theory is to be believed, then the US would not have wanted anyone knowing about this ship, and the Medan would have done anything to avoid authorities or even have been covered up. I mean, the Silver Star was an American ship, so that just can't be a coincidence. So what do you guys think about this whole story? Did it happen, or is it just a maritime urban legend told among sailors? Let me know what your belief or theories are in the comments. Well, that's going to wrap it up for today's video, guys. If you enjoyed it, then hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon to stay up to date on all future content. And if y'all have any ideas for future videos, then please leave them in the comments. Thank you guys for joining me during the Moonlit Hour. My name is Rodriguez, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.